Okay, I had a viewer ask me about process of setting up an appointment with Copart. Well, here's the Copart app. I've got 2 vehicles I'm picking up in Arcadia, Florida tomorrow. So, first thing you want to do is go to add lot. There's the PIN and the lot number. So the PIN he sent me is over here, 71301. The lot number 44151054. Add more, since I'm picking up a second. The PIN is 00611. That lot 43926124. And then you go to submit. Some lots are returning error. 43926124. Let me double check his email, his text. $9061. Okay. It's 9061. Okay. Now it pulls them up. The vehicles, you can click and look at the pictures of them. They all look in pretty good shape except the back. This one, front damage. So I won't have to at least pull parts off. Okay, so you see, once you see them, you click book, because you want to get them at the same time. Go to next, and I want to do it tomorrow morning. So Tuesday, 8:30 is booked up. You only got 1 spot. Each vehicle is a slot, so I'm screwed there. And 9 a.m. they got 9 open, so I'll click 9 a.m. Go to next. Shows you all the info. Your vehicle. Set appointment. And it's done. Appointment is confirmed. You can click appointment, double check. There it is. 9 a.m. Arcadia tomorrow, Punta Gorda South. Once you get there, you hit arrive, and it will notify the office and the forklift drivers you were there, and they'll start bringing them out. And that's all there is to that. On my way down here to Arcadia, Florida, to a Copart, pick up a couple vehicles for a local guy there in Daytona. And it's good ways, 150 miles down here. It pays me pretty good, but I'm going through a little town here, Lakeland, Florida, and the sheriff here is very outspoken and very straightforward. If you ever want to see some of his clips on YouTube, type in Sheriff Grady Judd. He's pretty interesting to listen to. He doesn't put up with crime around here. But, you know, we still got 60 miles to Arcadia here. I got a 9 a.m. appointment. The 8 o'clock hour had 1 spot open. So since I'm picking up 2, I can't do it because each vehicle is considered a spot. So I had to go to the 9 o'clock hour. But I'll get there about 8:25. If I hit a ride, they'll probably come out unless they're really packed or backed up. They'll bring them right out to me. So they'll allow you up to 2 hours early before you can actually hit arrive on their app. And if you're a little late, that's no biggie either. But as long as you get there and hit arrive, you're good to go. Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. I am going over a little bridge right now in Zolfo Springs, Florida. I just went over it. It's the Peace River. It winds down from Polk County, Bartow, Florida, on down to Punta Gorda. The thing about that river is that every day people find prehistoric bones. they find megalodon bones in there. A guy recently found a entirely intact tusk from it was either a mastodon or a woolly mammoth, fully intact. And they have guided tours and everything. It's a long, windy river, not very deep, and you can get a guide take you down there. But every day people find shark's teeth and all kinds of prehistoric dinosaur bones in there. Something about that river, it's amazing. If you ever want to see some cool stuff, go on YouTube and just type in Peace River. And there's a guy that's all he does is collect artifacts that he finds in that river. It's really interesting. But I mean, to find bones of animals and mammals from 1 million years ago, it's crazy. That river is known for prehistoric bones all up and down it. So it's pretty neat. Little Central Florida history fact. Yeah, this part of Florida is well known for cattle ranches, a lot of produce. They produce oranges, grapefruit, strawberries, watermelons, cantaloupes. You get a little bit down south near Lake Ocoee, they produce a lot of sugar cane down there, but this is a lot of produce in this area and cattle. And up here in a little bit, I'll video it. Going to go to a town, Arcadia. In the late 1800s, early 1900s, that was like the Wild West of Florida. It was a rough and rowdy town back then. To this day, they still do a lot of rodeos and cattle auctions and all that. So, but it's still an old-looking town. The buildings are old and it's a pretty interesting place. Okay, I had a viewer ask me about the Copart app. I started the video off when I made the appointments, and I'm going to show you. Once you get to Copart, click on the app, and since I made the appointment yesterday for 8:30, you type in your password. Okay, upcoming appointments pops up automatically. Mark has arrived, and that's the 2 vehicles. Sometimes it takes a minute to accept. Sometimes it takes a minute or two to, it says you're outside your scheduled time. Would you like to enter the sign-in? Yes. Enter visitor sign-in. Sometimes it always says something about, there we go, 5-minute wait. Sometimes it'll say redo your settings or something. You just keep clicking it. And they send you a text, gives you your estimate time. It's like the sign-in thing. So, close this out. So 5-minute wait estimate. So they'll bring the 2 vehicles out. Then I'll walk over there to the office and tell them my name, and they will make out the titles, give it to me, and on the road again. Check picked up today, and customer just got a notification that the vehicle's picked up. Let me go get the titles, and I'll be heading back home. Sometimes you get vehicles that are damaged, so it's nice to have some lasso straps, because I couldn't get the strap over here because it's pinched, and over here, so it's nice to have a couple of lasso straps to go through the rim, and it'll secure the vehicle. I like to put 4 straps on every vehicle. That's just me. Let me do that. I forgot my ladder, so a little tall right here, but we're gonna get this strapped in and wait on the Chevy Tahoe. Okay, we'll get this Tahoe on here, strapped in, get the title and paperwork, and we'll be done. Head back to Daytona. I wish that car was up a little bit further, but it should fit. Yeah, long way. How about that far? All right. That guy did pretty good without dragging his forks all over the frame. Strap this in. We don't know, never know if they got parking brake on or what. So try and strap them in just as soon as I can. All right, come down here, hook it. Sometimes these straps are frustrating. They get snagged all the time, the hooks. There we go. Get this strapped in. So don't have to worry about this thing if it doesn't have a brake on it. Okay. Alright, let's finish strapping this one and then we'll do the back. Okay, after I'm done, I like to walk around, check all these straps. I like on the back, these Vulcans, even though the rubber doesn't stretch around, they're so heavy duty and they're very easy to crank pretty tight. I use the regular straps for here. There's my lasso strap. Since I couldn't get the strap around there because it's bent down to the tire, I just use this. It's just as secure. Double check them all. And that's good and tight. This one's at an angle, which I don't care for, but it's secure. Alright, the toolbox. Go get the title. But before I do the title, let me go ahead and do the inspection. Okay. Click on my Super Dispatch app. New. This Bentley I'm doing on Friday. I don't know if you can see the screen with these glasses. For some reason it's usually a white. But I go to this one. 2 vehicles, the Chevy Tahoe. Start pickup instruction or inspection. Since they're junk cars, I don't go through the whole inspection. I just hit done. Drivable, no. Windscreen, no. Glass all intact, no. I'm going to get the title. Save, and let's go to the Hyundai Azera. Start pickup. Take the photo, hit done. Drivable, no. Windscreen, no. Glasses all intact. Title, yes. Hit save. Go to pickup signature. He's not here, so mark as customer not available. Mark this picked up. And done. And then I go on the internet to Central Dispatch's page and hit picked up on there because that'll send him an instant notification. Log in, save. The 3 lines, find shipments, down to dispatch to me. Not signed 0, so you click that, dispatch 1, which is this one here, Arcadia to Daytona Beach. Mark is picked up. Okay, I got here at 8:19. I had a 9 a.m. appointment, and it's 9:09. I'm heading out the gate. I'm pretty quick here, so even if you're a little early, you can hit arrive and they will still load you. So it's pretty nice. Get in and out. I'm ahead of schedule now. I got about 3.5 hour ride home. Okay. You go down a little, down. Okay. Oh, you go down a little. You're hitting the frame. There you go. One thing about these slope trailers, a little scary to forklift them off like that because they're on a downslope. Look at that old schoolhouse, 1922. Thing, all the kids that went there when they opened are long gone by now. 102 years ago. Typical I-4 coming into Orlando, no matter what time of day, always a backup. Back there was a overpass, US Highway 27 and I-4. There is a auction there, Ritchie Brothers. They have big auctions every 3 months. And it's a ton, I mean thousands of pieces of equipment. Heavy construction equipment to trucks to trailers. And usually a lot of vehicles come out there. I just hopped on Central Dispatch, I think it was Sunday, just to peek around. I bet you I saw at least 20 pickup trucks going from that location, Davenport, Florida, out to Texas. Just pickup trucks. So if you got like a little flat trailer or something, a freight trailer or something, I mean, you can make a killing on some light stuff like, you know, bush hogs or little caterpillars, you know, to anything, small paving machines, to ditch witches, everything's sold out of that place. It's every 3 months. So they just had the auction in March. So the next one should be June, July, March, April, May, June. They have 4 a year. And I mean, their lot is probably a couple square miles and every inch of it's full of equipment by the time they get done. So any freight guys or flatbed or some guys that want to haul some pickup trucks, usually like 440 or 450s or 5500s. They're usually pretty good-sized trucks, you know, a lot of times utility or even little boom cherry pickers or something. They sell it all there. So just, you ever want a good paying load, look at Davenport, Florida, about every 3 months, and they have a ton going out of there. Alright, we're trying to get through this Disney area, which is always a cluster. I've got 78 miles to Daytona to drop these 2 off. The guy called me, said he's got 3 in Jacksonville, Florida tomorrow if I would do them for him. Jumped all over it. Do the same thing tomorrow, Copart in Jacksonville. Well, the guy I picked these 2 vehicles up for, he called me earlier and said he's got 2 in Jacksonville, Florida that the Copart picked up. And I said, yeah, I'll do them. And he said, okay, I'll see you when you get here. And then he called me back and said he's got 3 up there. That's even better. So tomorrow morning I'll go up to Jacksonville, pick up 3, and then yesterday a guy I know went to high school together, but he was 2 years older than me. I didn't know him in school, but he's like a big shot in all the Central Florida Manheims. He's like the president or whatever. He said, if you ever have any problems, Tim, just give me a call. And I picked up a few of them from Manheim for him, and I had one time a gate guard saying, you're not bringing that truck and trailer in here. I said, I'm here to pick up a car. He said, well, you're not coming in the gate. I said, you want to make a bet? I made that call. It was 2 minutes later, that guy got a radio message, let that guy in. So it's nice to have friends in high places, but he knows the guy that president or CEO of a Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge dealership in Kissimmee, Florida, and he gave him my number, and the guy called me. He said he's got 3 going from Kissimmee, Florida out to Utah. First I thought it was Las Vegas, he said. Then this guy texted me, left me a message saying it's in Utah. So probably within the next few weeks. I've never gone that far. I've gone to Texas several times, but not hauling vehicles. In a semi, I've gone out to Arizona and New Mexico, but 3 of them, I'm gonna have to crunch some numbers when I get home and get the exact mileage and give him a quote. I'm looking at over $2,000 a vehicle to go out that far. So we'll know here in a couple hours when I call him back and crunch some numbers and see if we can agree on something. That'd be a full week out there and back. Some good money. I know I can get vehicles coming back to Florida from there, especially Texas. But we'll let you know here in a couple hours. These are the 2 I picked up in Ocala, a Nissan Pathfinder and a Nissan Armada. Just got back Daytona. I'm gonna get them unloaded, run to Jacksonville and get 3 more for him. So, busy day. Okay, up a little, okay. Now down, okay. Just okay. Yeah, with these stoppers here, they're safe for loading. But as a forklifting, they're a pain in the butt, especially a low-riding car like that. I'm getting 3 for them tomorrow. SUVs and trucks are great. There's some clearance, but the car, very low. It is Wednesday morning, a little cool this morning, 44 degrees. I'm at the Buc-ee's getting my fuel. Didn't have anything scheduled Monday. I was going to do some maintenance on my trailer, and as soon as I was getting ready to start, it started raining. Rained off and on all day, brought in this cold front. And then I went down to Arcadia yesterday, got 2 vehicles for a local guy. Didn't have anything. Coming back, he said, I got 2 in Jacksonville, IAA. I said, all right, give them to me. Then he called back and said he's got a 3rd. I said, even better. And I got those 3 in Jacksonville, and then he called me later in the afternoon. He's got 2 over in Ocala, Florida, the Copart, which I'm getting ready to head to. I said, great, man, that's a full day tomorrow. And sure enough, later in the afternoon, the guy from North Florida that owns that dealership, he's got 5 of them from Orlando going up there. I said, send them to me. I'll have them done by Thursday afternoon. So I got them, print out the vehicle releases. He also said he's got 5 going to his dealership about in Middle Georgia that I did last week. Those 9, but I don't think I can get them this week, so he's posting them on Central Dispatch. And he said if he doesn't find any takers, he'll just give them to me, and I'll do them Monday and Tuesday. So busy. I mean, you didn't think you had much lined up, be an easy week, and all of a sudden you get slammed, which I don't mind. And I had a guy I know, he runs all the Manheims in Central Florida area, went to high school with him. He had a buddy of his moving to Utah and said he's got 3 vehicles need to go to Utah. So the guy called me yesterday, we worked it out. I told him I'd do it $2,200 a car. It's 2,088 miles, I think it is, a little more than 2,000. I said I'll do them $2,200 a piece. So that is going to be like, he's not arriving out there, him and his wife, till Saturday, April 6th. So I said I'll leave about that Wednesday, give me 2.5 days to get out there, and I should be there about the time they arrive on plane. So that's good to have something that nice set up. And then of course I'll have to book stuff and work my way back to Florida, picking up loads, unless I can find direct loads from Utah or Texas back to Florida, so New Mexico. It's gonna be a long trip, but I'm looking forward to it. On my way to Ocala, pick up 2. Okay, just dropped those 2 off from Ocala, Florida, picked up at the Copart. They paid $300 for both of them, and it's a 68-mile trip there. He always pays good for Ocala for some reason. I'm going to Jacksonville to get 3, and those are paying $150 a vehicle, and it's 90 miles up there. So anyways, this shop on the left here, the guy I haul for also, he just got a hold of me at the place I dropped off and asked me to swing by later when I get done, because he's got 8 vehicles in different locations in Florida that need to be taken back to his shop, and I'll have to work with him on that, because tomorrow I'm gonna be busy back and forth in North Florida, so possibly Friday I could do it. I tell you, it's nice. I mean, it's like steady work last few weeks, non-stop. I mean, I can't say no to these people, you know. It's just like, it's nice to have this, especially when I don't have to go on Central Dispatch to look for loads and make phone calls all over the place. So this is a little nice here. I will show more when I get up to Jacksonville. It's going to be the IAA. So odds are they're pretty mangled cars, but hopefully they're in good enough condition. I ain't got to worry about parts flying off. We'll get with you when we get there. Okay, this is the IAA in Jacksonville. I had a Expedition. Not too bad of shape. Wouldn't start. I tried to jump it. Nissan Xterra. That seems to be all right. Ford Focus. Mangled. Ugly vehicle. But hey, they bought it, so. Fixing to head these back down to Daytona, call it a day, and I'm going to tomorrow start my 5-car trip up North Florida. These were paying $150 each, so I'm going to get $450 for this. 88 miles here from Daytona. So, and then this morning to Ocala I got $350 for the 2. So not a bad day. Just gonna get these done, go home, get up early tomorrow and get after it. Just dropped those 3 from Jacksonville off. The guy here, he got paid. Now I got this guy right here on this corner, tells me he's got 8 vehicles that need transport, and I told him I'd swing by and talk to him as soon as I got back from Jacksonville. So there's there's no way I can do them this week. I'm pretty solidly booked. But we'll go in here and see what he's got to offer. He's a pretty good guy. Looks like his lot's full now, but we'll let you know. Starting the day off at Bucky's, filling up. It was $3.68 a gallon today. Heading to Manheim, Ocoee, Florida. Got the 5 vehicles I'm taking to North Florida and one bringing back for arbitration. So full day ahead. Okay, it's 7:30, Manheim, Ocoee. They opened at 6. I've got all 3. Ford Edge, Infiniti, and a Volkswagen. All 3 going to dealership in North Florida. So I'm doing pretty good. An hour and a half. Found them in that big lot. Inspected them. Got them on here strapped in. 3-hour ride up Florida. So we'll catch you when we get there. Okay, dropped the 3 off here at Gator Chevrolet in Jasper, and this Colorado is going back for arbitration. Come to find out, it's going to Jacksonville, which is out of my way from back to Orlando. So I just told him I'll take it to Manheim, Jacksonville, drop it off for arbitration, and come back tomorrow with the last 2. And which kind of sucks, but I got a friend of a friend that's got a Bentley coming from Orlando to Jacksonville tomorrow, so I'd be up in Jacksonville anyway. So kind of sucks though, but it's kind of like a little backtracking. He's on a cruise with his daughters for their spring break vacation, and he won't be home till like 1-2 p.m. tomorrow, so I can't get the Bentley till then. But his mother is there, elderly lady, said I could call if I need to be early. So we'll be at Manheim at 6, pick up the last 2, haul butt up here. Got up here about 10:15, and that'll give me time to get back on the turnpike, go to Orlando, grab his car. I might have another one from Daytona, another dealer I know. He's selling a vehicle to somebody up in Jacksonville, so I may pick up another, go to Jacksonville tomorrow to close the week out. So we'll keep you posted. Okay, dropped that truck off in Jacksonville for arbitration. Came down back home to Daytona. This guy, he's got this Lexus going to Jacksonville. Needs it delivered tomorrow. I still have the one in Orlando, the Bentley, to go to Jacksonville, and the 2 remaining from Orlando to North Florida. So I figured I'd get this, go to Manheim in the morning, get the last 2 for that dealer, drop them off, drop that in Jacksonville. Then I have to shoot down to Orlando, pick up that car, and I gotta call a guy back. I missed his call. He might have 1 or 2 coming from Jacksonville back tomorrow afternoon. So I just got home and I am calling it a day. Got up at 3:45, left at 4, went to Bucky's, got fuel, and got to Manheim like 2 minutes till 6. Do the same procedure tomorrow. We'll see you in the morning. Well, it's Friday and this is what I'm dealing with. Torrential rains. That Lexus I picked up yesterday in Daytona going to Jacksonville, I moved it to the front. I picked up a Dodge Charger and a Traverse going to this dealer up here in North Florida. I'm going to drop them off, take that Lexus over to Jacksonville and drop off at a guy's shop. And then a local guy called me yesterday. He's got 2 in Jacksonville at the IAA. I'm going to take back to Daytona. drop them, run down to Orlando and get the Bentley for the guy, for a guy that called me on Monday, take it to Jacksonville. So I've got a busy day ahead, and I'm just hoping this weather lets up. I mean, I went to the Manheim, 3 inches of water in the parking lot, pouring, and had to throw a poncho on to strap all the cars down. Damp, wet, miserable day so far. Just hope it clears up. We'll catch you at delivery. Yeah, miserable. There's the Charger and there's the Traverse. About to unload up here. Take this to Jacksonville. Oh man, what a day. Well, I was saying about the guy that owns all them dealerships. Last week when I took his 9 to Georgia, I mentioned that I had to wait an hour and a half to get a check because it comes there to corporate in South Florida. Well, I just dropped off the 4th and 5th vehicles at his dealership here in North Florida. Go in there, and because of all this weather, their internet is down, and which scrambles or something their firewall, and which means they could not access their corporate office and all this data or whatever. So after an hour and a half, couldn't be issued a check because they can't get a check emailed from corporate that they print out so they can sign and give me. So they're gonna overnight it to me. Well, it's Friday, which means Monday they won't overnight it till Monday. I probably won't get it till Tuesday, but a lot of times I'm not even home. So hopefully it's not comes by the post office that you got to sign for it, because I won't be home. Man, it's ridiculous. Hour and a half there, sitting waiting on a check. Same thing last week at the other dealership. Hour and a half to wait on a check. It's ridiculous, man. That's a time killer. I could have been in Jacksonville, dropped off this, been over to IAA, and went in the office to get titles for the vehicles to be loaded. That just screwed up my whole goddamn day, man. Unbelievable. He keeps me busy. I can't complain, but when shit like this happens, it really pisses you off. Just dropped the Lexus off. It was at someone's house. He had a couple of junk cars in the driveway, but I unloaded it, parked it on the road.
Turn left to Old Kings Road.
Left the key in the cup hole, the title above the visor, and sent him 2 pictures. Vehicles delivered. Hit the road. I am calling it a day. I went to the IAA. There had to be 9 or 10 9-car hauler trailers there waiting to get loaded. And the person at the desk said it could be 4:30, almost 5 by the time they got to me. So I left, called my guy and said, hey, I'm going to have to do it on Monday because I'd have to sit here and I wouldn't be able to deliver it to his place because he'd be closed. I still got this Bentley to do. But coming home, I went ahead and texted the guy with the Bentley and say, hey, I'm not going to be able to make it this afternoon. It's 3:45 with traffic, weather, a Friday, and trying to go to Orlando. So I said, how about I pick up in the morning? He said, mechanic was hoping to be early. I said, well, I tell you what, I'll pick it up at 6. I'll have it up to him in Jacksonville by 8 a.m. He said, that'll work. So I am heading home. I will go get that Bentley in the morning at 6 a.m. And Monday I'll pick up the 2 at the IAA. So in the North Carolina trip for the 3 for a guy, I postponed that. I'm gonna go up there Wednesday. We'll go up there Tuesday afternoon and pick up Wednesday morning. I told him I got a doctor's appointment Tuesday, 9 a.m. I told him it ain't possible. I said, you want to repost it? go ahead. He said, no, that's fine. So he said that's fine. Pick it up when you can. So all worked out, and it's Friday. I'm tired. I'm still damp from this morning, and I am calling it a week. Catch you on the next video.